Alright guys, I'm in a, I don't know what year is this, 99 Land Rover Discovery 2. I'm going to give you one guess what we're doing today. Yep, headliner. Very common. This is the SD model without the sunroofs. There's the sunroof cutout usually. You'll find it right there. But anyway, we're going to be replacing this headliner. And what you're going to want are the following tools. First, what you want to do is remove sun visor. That's a Phillips. Sun visor clip, which is broken. That's a Phillips. There's some more sun visor, and then you got a bunch of Phillips in here. Okay, make sure you don't drop those. Once those get pulled out, you can pop this off. Just pull it down. I usually grab it from the back. Pull it down. Got another Phillips right there. You can pull this guy down, and you're gonna need the 8mm socket right in here. Actually, 8mm sockets right there. These are 7mm. So 8mm, 7mm Phillips, and that's it. And I'll show you exactly how to take this thing down. Okay, so we took the overhead console here, the map pockets. And look at that, man. Unhook that guy. Here's a question everybody always asks: how do you get these A-pillars off? Really? The best way to do it? With your hand. Just give it a nice little hit. You got 3 prongs in here. Just be careful, because a lot of the times these are real fragile. But if you give it just a little tap, see how it came out? All you gotta do is pull it out from down there, and you can just let it hang. I just leave it right there. You don't have to unplug the speaker or anything. Now, the B-pillar's a little bit trickier. But what you want to do is you want to pull this weather stripping down. You're going to see 2 little prongs. You're going to see a little prong right there. That gets wrapped around the body, the pinch well there. So pull that one out. Same thing over here. We'll pull this down. See how they're kind of supposed to be tight like that. Pull that one down. Not like that. Just give it a little left tap. That's it. Okay, we're in the back seat here, and we're gonna get to the point where there's some models. I think the earlier ones had, or even the ones with without sunroofs had these little clips on here. Yours may not have that, but those, the best tool to use, the clip removal tool. Just line it up, give it a squeeze. There we go. Hopefully it won't break on us. There we go. Perfect. Now, we got a screw hiding back here. So what you got to do, you got to pop this little guy down. And you should have a screw back here. When it comes to these little tips, these little push pins, Christmas trees, what do you want to call them? I'm telling you, invest in a trim tool like this one. You can even have one that's just single action, but you can pry it like that. Well, that works the best. So you can take those 2 out. That one there, that one there, one there, one there, and 2 in the front, and then you got Phillips, and that'll come right off. Now that you have all your clips and your Phillips are exposed, we're gonna remove these guys here. Grab my Phillips. Got the Phillips out. All the clips are out. Now all you gotta do is grab it from up here. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to take this guy off. That's gotta come off. Again, a little Fonzie trick. Just and there it goes. Of course, it's been taken apart a million times already, so everything falls out pretty easy. But anyway, pull these guys down. You can either grab them from back here. There we go. Oh, guy's gonna come out. There we go. Just like that. Boom. Now all we have left is that dome light. That's it. You got the headliner out. You can leave the dome light. Here's the headliner with the material laid on it. Obviously, that's some clean under there. So what you want to do is you want to give yourself a little bit of a, 3-4 inches on either side. Front. Here's the thing with Discovery 1, Discovery 2 headliners. This headliner material is 60 inches wide. That's the most common width for these headliners. You can buy them at, I think, 62 or 64 inch, but they're special order, or you have to find them online somewhere. But your local upholstery shop's only going to carry upholstery supply guy, or let's say Michael's or Joann Fabrics is going to carry the 60 inch. The problem is that these headliners are about 64 inches wide. And where that happens is right here on the back. Where it goes up like that, it basically makes it to where it's short. See, this side obviously is a little bit shorter. So when you push it down in there, it comes up here, it becomes a little short. So I'll teach you how to get over that. We're going to do some stretching, and we're going to do a little bit of cutting over here to release some pressure and be able to pull it that way. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to fold it in half, spray glue, and then we'll lay it down. Okay, so this is what you want to do. You want to have half of the headliner on, fold it over, and spray the glue on both sides. Now, you want to use contact adhesive. You don't want to use just a spray adhesive, because the heat will reactivate the glue and then it'll fall down on you. So contact adhesive always, never just a regular spray adhesive. So what I like to do on these is right in front of this line here, just glue it, spray glue from there. That way you don't have to worry about tucking the material into those pockets just yet. If you have a model with sunroofs, it's actually a lot easier, because when you are stretching the material, you can just cut and pull it from the inside and actually wrap it and make it look a lot nicer. These can be kind of tricky, because when you lay the material, you want to lay it flat over that, stretch it, and then you want to tuck it all the way around and push it in. And it's a little tricky, but nothing crazy. So I'm going to show you exactly how to lay this over. Once you spray your contact adhesive, you can use a 3M, you can use Permatex. There's a few options for you in cans. I like to use, we obviously, we do so many of these that, we have just a glue gun, just a paint gun. It's a little Harbor Freight cheap gun, but actually these last me for 2-3 years. And yeah, we spray glue out of that with our compressor. And that's how we do it. So I'm going to show you exactly how I lay this down. Okay, so the front half is done there. You want to go around it and just make sure that the glue's grabbing. And then on the edges, I usually leave it up until I fold it over and glue the back there. So don't worry about that. I'll show you how to do that. And if you get any kind of, these are little specks from the old headliner, that stuff will come off easy. All right, let's do the back. Fold it over the same way, just like that. We'll spray some glue. Okay, so here we have the headliner all laid out. Basically, that's what you're going to end up with. And what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over. We're going to trim all the edges. And then we're going to start pulling and tucking on the ends. So that way it's nice and firm and tucked in. You know, a lot of these parts get covered up by the trim anyway. The biggest main area. You know, what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of, you know, little imperfections here and there, maybe where the foam got pushed down a little bit too much. We've noticed that usually within 3 to 4 weeks, if you know, not sooner, the material ends up settling down on its own and getting nice and smooth. But that's it, nice and quick. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, or if you don't want to spend the time or the money and trying to reupholster it, buying the material, buying the glue, whatever it is, take this shell to a local upholstery shop, and they might charge you $100 to $150 to reupholster it and professionally done and install it back in your truck. I know the popular thing is to pull these down and clean them and spray them with some sort of a bed liner or spray paint, which, you know, it's fine, I guess, but this is the proper way to do it. It looks nice. Obviously, you're not going to get the smell of aerosol in your car, but take it to an upholstery shop, have them redo it. We do that here all the time. People bring me a headliner, they pull it out, and I reupholster it, and they throw it back in.